This. Alright. I guess it'd help if I changed it so you guys were hearing the audio instead of just me.
Fired our guns, fired our guns.
They ran through the fire and they ran through the bushes and they ran through the bushes where the rabbit wouldn't go. They ran so fast.
In troubled dreams, you fly over the four lands, pulled by a relentless force.
Oh, it's not even the Onbot that does yours.
Dark, ancient ruin. You feel yourself being dragged into darkness.
I didn't restart Mix It Up, so you didn't get your shout out.
Within the cold, grim halls of this unknown place, you see a twisted gnome chanting quietly over an ancient and marble.
Right, gnome. I believe we are in... Yes, we're in the canyon. We caused the rock to drop and then we fought the people. Alright. Thank you. Yeah, I like them too. Because the stupid guy with the eye. Like, I guess I know that if I see a guy with only one eye, then it's in this game that they're the bad person, but I guess my characters haven't figured that out yet. What did the coffee report to the police? A mugging. Alright. I can't look at the book in-game because I messed it up somehow, so I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going. I think I just now got Panamon and Telsic.
Get out.
Thank you, Hardly Organ. I don't know if I can go anywhere else, so I think I have to just go up the...
Jack, what are you doing? Wait for me.
Easy there, princess. Best to take that rock face one at a time. Less chance of rock falls that way.
Jack, be careful.
Jack, be careful. Jack, be quick. Jack, climb up into the mouth of a dark cave. A deep, man-made grotto. Debris from the cave ceiling litters the floor. As you turn to call to Shella to come up, your feet slip on the rubble, and you slide down into darkness. You hear the near miss of a rock landing near your shoulder. Alright. Let's light the lantern. Hey, who are you? You light the oil lantern. Hey! The rock skims past your side, missing you by inches. Hold it. Who are you?
Dodge this one, monster.
You barely managed to avoid the thrown rock. Yeah, get it, yeah, oh. Go, little duck. Trixie nuts. Trixie nut. Also, I do have a story about one of my brothers in Boy Scouts and a bonfire that he was jumping through. But I'm not going to tell the rest of it. It's okay, I just came from Arbelin. I'm not your enemy.
Prove it, scum.
I'm going to show the letter to
Who
Ain.
gave this to you?
You explain how Prince Arlen of Arbelin gave you the letter.
Where is my father, King Eventide?
He's gone to war with against the trolls to rescue
Those
you.
were not real trolls. They were monsters.
I'm Jack Oxford. I'm guessing you must be Prince Ain.
Prince Ain Elithidil, son of Eventide, king of Arbelon. You can just call me Ain, though.
Ain as in a pain in my arse? How'd you get away from the monsters?
They tied me up when they saw some people coming. I slipped out of the ropes while they were busy and hid up here. This is a great place to throw rocks at the monsters. I can get them, but they can't get me. I drove a couple of monsters off already.
Indeed a royal pain. I'll take you to your
Great.
father.
You lead, I'll follow. That way I can keep an eye on you just in case.
Yeah, how old are you supposed to be? It's hard to tell with elves. Okay. What's this dark object? You look intently at the object above the mine shaft. It matches the description you were given of the black iris. At the moment, it looks like it's holding up the roof of the cave.
The leader of the monsters put that up there. Then he did something weird to the ceiling around it.
What do you mean by
The
that?
leader used some kind of magic around that thing.
I could do without the high-pitched squeaking and noise in this music. What do you know about the leader?
Just got here a day or so ago, but all the other monsters are afraid of him.
What happened to the ceiling after the leader did something?
It looked like it moved a little, and some of the rocks fell down.
Hey, welcome in, Havoc. Well, thanks for the information,
Scholar
Ain.
Davio always said that you never know what knowledge will be useful.
So you guys couldn't see it, but I just, held my hands out like, WTF, mate? But then I realized that Davio isn't actually with me right now, because she's still outside. Wonder if I can, tie this to the... No? Okay. I don't know if I need to get this before I leave. Let's tie the rope to the black iris. Tie one end of the rope around the black iris. So you leave the cave holding on to the other end of the rope. You tell Ain to follow you. You extinguish your lantern before leaving the cave.
Jack, what happened? Who's that with you?
Ain! Prince Ain, are you all right? How did you get here?
Oh, hello, Scholar Davio. I'm okay. Jack Ohmsford rescued me from the monsters.
We must find your father immediately and explain this situation. Arbalon is at war with the trolls because we thought trolls had stolen you away.
Jack, did you find the black iris?
You show Panama and Creel the rope and explain the situation. Telsic takes the end of the rope and gives it a strong yank. I didn't know he was from the... Well, I guess I did know he was from the north. That's where all the trolls are. The black iris is pulled from the cave before the roof of the cave collapses on it.
Iris.
Telsec, we need that in order to defeat Brona.
Go, trolls.
You're gonna have to convince the Troll King of that. Telsec is honor-bound to return the black iris to the trolls.
Since when do trolls have honor?
Watch it, Elf. Telsec, like his father Kelset, is about as honorable a being as you can find. So if you want the black iris, you'll have to come with us to the battleground where the elves and trolls do play. You'll have to do some pretty fast talking to convince the trolls to let you have the black iris. It's only awarded to the mightiest and most honorable of all trolls.
A very rare commodity indeed.
Then let's stop talking and get going.
Plus, Davio. Alright.
All right, let's get going. Next stop, the war.
Why did they stop to have that little quote-unquote cutscene? That was weird. What's that? It's colorful. Oh. Probably the tents of the elves.
There, you can see the two great armies. To the west lies the encampment of the elves, and to the east, the camp of the trolls.
Look! I can see my father's tent from here. Let's go.
Jack, my people are at war with the trolls, and it would be best I not approach that encampment. I will take Prince Ain to his father in the elven camp and explain the situation to him. Farewell to you all.
Okay, but we need you, Davio. We're going to probably have to take Telsek with us as well. An old eagle's nest perches precariously on the cliff edge at the top of the promontory. I can speak. Don't worry. I'm going to search the promontory. Telsek stops you from searching and points towards the troll camp to the east.
Trolls first.
Okay. I guess we go to the troll camp.
Stop! We'd kill you dead.
Don't worry. I'll handle this. Hey, it's all right. I'm Panamon Creel, good friend of your king.
Kill them.
Smooth talking, Panama.
So that makes me wonder if... I think everybody's pretty toasty on here, so I don't have to tell anybody to defend. So let's tell everybody to follow my lead.
Not fight.
You'll be killed!
Not fight trolls.
Suit yourself.
Okay. So we can just tell you to defend yourself. But I wonder if this is going to be a case of them not actually being trolls. Can I do anything else? Let's see. Trevor. Brendel. Sometimes it'll give me extra options in here if somebody has a piece of equipment or something. Nope. Okay. I guess let's do this. We'll just tell them to defend and see what happens. Maybe we can go just a little while and not do any fighting, and they'll eventually stop. I mean, they sure seem to be sucking. Do.
Can't fight an army, Jack.
Jack, you've got to do something. We'll all be killed.
Oh. Oh, they finally hit me. It's not calibrating up. Come at me, trolls. Because I still don't think I have... We retreat. You were grabbed by the trolls and hauled off to face the Troll King. Okay, well, I guess that works. You stand before the King of the Trolls and his warriors. They growl and shout in their own language.
Oh, this doesn't sound good.
What are they arguing about?
Well, yeah, they all agree we're human scum, and Telsek is a traitor to his own kind. The argument is mostly about, how to kill us.
Human scum die, Telsek die.
Telsek, say something in your own defense, or we won't live long enough to regret this.
Telsek pulls out the black...
Irex. How you find? Where you find?
All right, let me do the talking for you, Telsek. Yeah, it all started when Telsek and I learned of the missing Black Irex, several weeks ago.
Enough, Panamon. Too much talk.
Let's let Jack explain, Panamon.
All right, so we got the Warlock Lord, Brona has returned from the dead. The Black Irex was stolen by Brona's monsters disguised as elves. Both the elves and trolls were tricked into war by Brona, or the entire war is a plot by Brona to weaken both elves and the trolls. I don't know if any of these other ones are going to do any good. I want to say the least with saying the most at the same time, because that seems to be what they care about.
War be over soon. All elves dead.
Many trolls dead.
Is there any way to end this war without trolls and elves dying?
Well, there could be a challenge of champions.
Troll champion win easy. Elf champion lose easy. War over quick. No elf beat troll. No elf accept challenge. Elf lose. Elf stupid. Not that stupid.
Maybe Jack could talk to the elves and get them to accept the challenge.
Yeah, let's go talk the elves into this.
You all prisoners. Let you go, you run off. Then we not get to kill you.
No. Much honor.
Honor in human scum? Ha!
Stake life.
Welcome to Subversion.
Take life.
Techia0B has joined
Human
the
scum get
Pantheon.
elves to accept challenge?
Hey, Techie Rob, thank you
Telsek,
very much for the resub.
Maybe that isn't such a good idea.
Stake life.
Telsek die if elves not accept challenge. Let human scum go. If no return by sunset, Telsek die.
Also, I've decided that if I ever make a restaurant that's just about, has no vegetarian options at all. Now, mind you, I don't know why I would ever actually do this, but if I make a restaurant that has no vegetarian options and only has meat, I'm going to call it Steak Life. And you can all blame this game. Cauldron. You peer inside and see a seething mass of black, slimy worms. Could I not touch the ladle? I feel like that's going to be important, that I need to know that there's... You can't bring yourself to get any closer to the cauldron.
Plenty muscle on you. Make good stew.
Okay. Probably not going to be able to... really talk to any of these people. Okay. Guess we need to go over to the elf camp.
Come no closer, wayfarers. The army of Arbalon is at war. Strangers are not permitted in our camp.
Boy, howdy, do I got something to tell you.
Allow me to lead you to King Eventide, honored guests. Enter freely the encampment of the Arbalon armies.
Greetings, Jack Holmesford, Princess Shella of Lee, Brendel of Calhaven, and Panamon Creel. Scholar Davio informed us of your coming. I am Eventine Elesadil, and this is my middle son, Ander.
I am honored to meet all of you.
I thank you greatly for the return of my son, Ain. It seems my family will forever be in debt to your family, Jack. It grieves me that Arbalon must once again fight a war started by the Warlock Lord. There will be many deaths and little gain.
We've come here to stop this war, actually.
Jack, why don't you tell King Eventide what happened at the troll camp?
You relate the details of what went on in the troll camp. You ask the elf ruler to accept the challenge of champion.
No elf can take on a troll single.
Welcome to Subversion.
Mugniak has joined the Pantheon. Herber 5 Ahoi hoi, Herber 5 Ahoi hoi, Herber 5 Ahoi hoi.
Hey, Moni, welcome in, and thank you very much for the resub. 9 months, oh yeah. Dinner. Nom nom nom. Does it have to be combat? Who determines what weapon is used in the challenge? Why don't elves choose a weapon that will give them the advantage? Well, let's see. I might as well go through all these.
Champions, the chosen defenders of both sides contend to determine the winner.
Right, who determines what weapons used?
According to the rules of a challenge of champions, the choice of weapons goes to the side that is challenged.
All right, so why don't the elves choose a weapon that will give them the advantage?
In any form of combat, the troll has an unfair advantage.
Okay, but what about a battle of wits?
Perhaps we could choose a weapon of marked advantage to the elves. Shall we turn the challenge of champions into a riddle contest?
Challenging the trolls to a riddle contest is a battle of wits with an unarmed opponent.
An excellent suggestion. We shall meet with the Troll King at dawn to accept the challenge. Our chosen weapon will be riddles. I invite you all to stay in the Elven encampment as my guests.
We need to return to the troll camp to tell the trolls that you'll meet their king tomorrow.
Very well. Until tomorrow. Farewell.
Jack convinced the elves to accept the challenge of champions.
Good. If elves lose, they surrender. Then trolls kill them all. No trolls die.
That's not the way a challenge is supposed to be.
Is troll way.
You will need to meet with King Eventine Elesadil at dawn tomorrow.
Good. Tomorrow war ends. Trolls win.
You know, is this pool safe for diving? It depends. You all spend a restless night in the troll camp, awaiting the dawn. At first light, you travel with the Troll King and his warriors to an open area between the two camps.
Greetings, King of the Trolls. We meet upon the battleground for your parley. What that mean?
Talk. Challenge.
Get out.
Trolls demand challenge of champions from elf scum. The elves of Arbalon accept the gracious offer of the trolls. How we kill you? What weapons you want? Riddles are the weapons we choose. Riddle, not weapon. Elves cheat.
The choice of weapon rests with the challenged.
No! Riddle, not weapon. No challenge. If you are afraid of losing, perhaps you will apologize for your insults and retract your challenge. What that mean?
Say sorry.
No! Trolls not lose. Trolls not say sorry to elf scum. Then you will stand by your challenge of champions. Trolls challenge elf scum. Trolls beat elf scum at riddles.
The challenge has been given and accepted. The weapon chosen is the riddle. Both sides will withdraw from the field to choose their champion, then return for the challenge of champions.
There's much growling and snarling from the trolls as they have another bitter argument.
They don't like the idea of the riddle contest very much.
It's human scum fault. If trolls lose, human scum die. Then elves die.
Troll honor?
No honor if trolls lose. Who troll champion? Strongest fighter troll? Very stupid.
Oh, Telsec would make a good champion. He did find the Black Irex, after all.
Telsec make good champion, yes. If lose, Telsec die with human scum. Who want to be champion helper? Also die if trolls lose challenge.
I'll do it.
No, you stay here. Trolls lose, you die first.
Jack will help Telsec.
Jack be next to die if trolls lose. Jack that stupid?
You stand proudly beside Telsec, who I've known for maybe a day and a half, and agree to help him.
Good. Not waste good troll when lose challenge. Now we go tell elves we very honorable. Challenge of champions will begin.
The elven challenger will be the first to pronounce a riddle. The troll champion will present the solution to the elven arbiter before the passing of an hour, or the elves will be declared winner. Once the riddle is answered, the troll will query the elven challenger. Again, the elf has 1 hour to answer. All riddles must be answerable by objects located within the immediate area of this battlefield. If the object cannot be found, the champion can challenge his opponent. Unless the opponent produces the object, he forfeits the match. The champion for the Elves of Avalon is Prince Ander. The champion for the Trolls is Telsic. I shall be the arbiter of the rules, as shall my trollish counterpart, Gronk. The Elf champion will
Gronkowski's
now
on here?
announce the first riddle.
On the wind I sailed, giving flight to the wing. Graceful, dancing, floating thing.
The first riddle has been spoken. The Troll champion has 1 hour to return with the answer.
Jack, Brindle and I are going to stay in King Eventine's tent during the competition. We'll see you there. Good luck.
Go Trolls. Riddle rhyme. Wing thing.
Yep. Save that there, and I'm going to try to read my journal. This is what it seems to have been doing before. Okay. Start that.
In troubled dreams, you fly.
Alright, so I didn't actually catch what the riddle was. So... I'm trying not to go too far through this. Well, that's not great. It didn't tell me the... It doesn't tell me the riddle, just the answer. Okay. That's not helpful. Alright, wing thing is what he said. Is what Telsic said. Look in the nest. Search the lower area of the promontory but find nothing, then you spy a lone feather concealed in the abandoned nest. Looks like a treacherous climb, but you think you can make it. Climb up to the promontory edge and get a single eagle feather from the nest. You found the solution to the first riddle. By the rules of the contest, Telsic must be the one to present it to, since he is the troll champion. Okay. Give the feather to Telsic.
Good. We go.
The Troll champion has returned. Do you have the answer to the riddle?
Telsic hands Davio the feather.
Feather.
This is an acceptable answer. It is the Troll champion's turn to ask a riddle.
Skull Crusher.
The riddle has been spoken. The Elf champion has 1 hour to return with the answer.
Prince Ander leaves the battlefield but quickly returns with a large rock in his hand. He gives it to
Is this
Davio.
an acceptable answer?
Yes.
It is the Elf champion's turn to ask a riddle.
Silver armor, shining bright, never yet a noble knight. Swiftly darting, silent as death, alive, yet never breathes a breath.
The second riddle has been spoken. The Troll champion has 1 hour to return
Next time I'm
with
going
the
to have to
answer.
write that down quickly. Or I could always screen cap it, but... Alright. Silver Death. See? So it's spoiled wine.
Halt! No troll filth enters the camp of Avalon.
What's your shield?
You may enter.
Tussock stands patiently awaiting your return from the elf
Jack,
camp.
what's going...
Good day again.
Tussock, Kerbrendel, can I have that spoiled
Pity
wine?
about the wine. Should have used it sooner. Sure, no use for it now.
Thanks. Bye.
Not need now.
Gotta give it to the cook. What that's gonna do, I don't...
Ah, that good stuff makes stew strong. You take good worm stew.
The cook ladles out a scoop of glistening, slimy worms and gives them to you. Right. Oh, I know what's going on. We got a fish. Yes, and that's...
Hey, how's it going, you two?
Yeah, Panama. So, use the worms on the fishing pole. Use the fishing pole to fish in the stream. Since this seems to be the only running water in the area, you ignore the elf soldiers and lower your line into the stream. After a few attempts, you are surprised to feel a tug on the line. You haul a large fish out of the stream and Telsic grabs it before it can escape back into the water.
Good. We go.
What is your answer?
Telsic hands the fish to the troll arbiter. The fish is swiftly
This
eaten.
clearly answers the riddle. It is the troll champion's turn to ask a riddle.
Sightless eyes.
The riddle has been spoken. The elf champion has 1 hour to return with the answer.
Ander leaves the area for about 15 minutes. When he returns, he gives the troll arbiter a deer skull. The skull is swiftly eaten. All right.
I gather the skull was an acceptable answer. It is the elf champion's turn to ask a riddle.
In spring I am born. In summer I darken. In autumn I blaze. In winter I die.
The third riddle has been spoken. The troll champion has 1 hour to return with the answer.
It's probably a wheat leaf. Alright. Where was there a tree around here that I could... Ah, yes. You know a guard named Honey? Your sister is well and sends her greetings.
I am pleased that she is well.
I forgot that I was supposed to do this. We're trying to solve the riddle
Elves
challenge.
would have won the challenge of champions by now if it weren't for you.
Okay. Well, we're trying to end the war without
If
bloodshed.
you believe the trolls will peacefully end, it was my duty.
Alright, thanks.
I do not give help to those who help the trolls.
Listen, butthead. Do I not have my letter anymore? Telsic stands patiently awaiting your return from the elf camp.
You will forgive me if I do not aid you against my people in this contest.
Fine. Remember what... Yeah, that doesn't... We see any spots where there's other leaves. Never mind the fact that in reality I could just walk down and grab one of these leaves off of one of these trees.
Hey, how's it going, you two?
Stealing weapons from the troll camp is not a move that is likely to increase your life expectancy. Well, they already plan on killing me, so what do I care? I guess I better look and make sure I don't have... So the riddle was, in spring I am born, in summer I darken, in autumn I blaze, in winter I die. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a leaf on a tree.
It was my duty.
Talk to him when we say, we helped your sister Lessa in
How
Arvin.
is it that my sister needed your aid?
Let's see. She asked us to tell you about she and Prince Arian.
An alliance between the Alesidil family and our own will be useful.
There goes my little man running out yelling. We helped her exchange rings with Prince Arian.
Prince Arian is now courting Lessa? That is fair news indeed.
Will you help us as we have helped your sister?
I cannot betray my people, even for a friend.
Okay.
She is strong and willful as well. She deserves a powerful mate. I am pleased. Do not take my shield. You may have aided my sister, but I will not help you against my own people.
We're trying to help both elves and trolls by ending this war without bloodshed. Or Hani, we need the trolls' cooperation to stand against the Warlock Lord. We need your shield to answer a riddle. Hani, we need your help.
You are foolish to think the trolls will abide.
Alright.
The Warlock Lord is long gone. May his soul rot forever.
By my father's name and the sword of Shannara, I swear that Brona is back.
Your father with Shay Ohmsford? What you say must be true, and your news is indeed grave.
Brona caused the prince's kidnapping.
War is the playground of the Dark Lord. I fear my people are his pawns.
And Brona tricked the trolls into this
have
war.
Always been Brona's slaves.
Trolls free.
Listen, we need your shield to answer a riddle.
Not help trolls.
You're not helping trolls. You're helping me.
You ask me to betray my people? How do you hope to convince me to do such a thing?
Try trade.
Alright, trade, huh? What do you got in your inventory? Yeah, I don't think he's going to care about that.
I have no use for a broken sword. It is valueless.
Okay? You try to explain that this is the sword of Shannara.
I find it very difficult to believe that this is the sword of Shannara. Why do you carry such an object?
Why would I indeed carry such an object if it wasn't the sword of Shannara? See, it still radiates dimly. If he doesn't want something of value, or he doesn't consider that valuable.
Hey, how's it going, you two?
Get up, Panamon. You talk too much.
Oh, yeah, that's an elf riddle. No doubt about it. You see, they favor riddles about nature. Now, you need to remember that elves are very sly. Even if you know an answer, you won't find it easily around here. I'd do some careful...
Thanks.
I'm sure you'll think of some way to keep the troll...
No honor.
Yeah, Telsec. I don't think the Troll King has much honor either.
Also, I think it's hilarious that they refuse to give any of the trolls names except for Telsec and his father, Kelset.
Well, let's just say you and I won't have to worry too much about Brona taking over the world.
Not okay. What do I think that the elf will let me trade? How about my journal? Guard looks askance at the journal, unimpressed with this and unmoved by your offer.
I have no use. I find...
This. Nope.
You will forgive
Aren't
me
even
if I
tied.
do.
You'll forgive me if I don't rob you blind. Nope. Okay.
I have no use for... I find it...
Okay. Lantern, paper, tuna box, food, sword, oil. I don't know what would be a useful trade to him. Maybe I can get a shield from somebody else.
Smash you.
What, I should give him potatoes? Food? Look.
Hey, how's it going, you two?
Shut up, Panama. Punk. Haha, Panama the punk. Alright, I got a helmet now. So they'll let me take a helmet. Okay. Rusted souvenir from the last war. Can I... What? Panon reaches for the helmet, but the guard smiles defiantly at you. Okay, apparently no one's supposed to give anything to Panamon while he's under guard. The guard looks asking,
Not need now.
Thanks, bucko. Your eyes are drawn to the large wine bottle on the makeshift table. Unfortunately, you don't have very much to celebrate right now. How do you know? Huh? How do you know? Potatoes. Crescent moon motif, huh? That's not the rook I was looking at. Okay, I was trying to look at that rook. That does not have crescent moons. Search the tent. It's filled with elvish artifacts, but you don't see anything that looks like the solution to the riddle. Shella and Brendel are waiting here patiently. Are they? Are they? Neither of them have shields. Sorry, Brendel, I actually meant you to look at that. Show the helmet. Okay. Shella? No. Show the helmet to Eventide. And let's
You'll
talk to
figure
Brendel.
out something.
Thanks.
Sounds like a leaf, but it's not going
right.
to be easy to find a tree around here.
There's a whole bunch of trees that just won't let me interact with them.
I think the trolls will be furious, and you'll be in a lot of danger. I warned King Eventide that the Troll King...
It is well known that one...
Telsek's honorable.
For a troll, perhaps.
You don't need luck, Jack.
Yeah, thanks, lady.
You ask me to betray...
Try.
To demonstrate how serious the circumstances have become, you show Hani the broken pieces of the Sword of Shannara.
Why do you hand me this broken sword?
This is the sword of Shannara.
Cannot be. It is broken.
You explain how the sword came to be broken.
So you seek to reforge the sword of Shannara? How may I aid you in your quest?
Give me your damn shield.
Why do you seek my shield? It has not the value of the sword of Shannara.
You tell him that the only way to reforge the sword is to gain the friendship of the trolls. Ruby the love ball? Nice. Welcome in, Grizzly. You tell him that the...
Take
yeah, I already
my
said
shield
that.
and keep the sword of Shannara. I believe your task is hopeless, but I will do what I can to restore the sword.
You take the shield with words of thanks and hand it to Telsek.
What is your answer?
Telsek shows the elven shield to Davio.
Oh, leave.
Is this an acceptable answer?
It is.
It is the Troll Champion's turn to ask a riddle.
Jack, help. What riddle?
Great. Yeah, let's ask a riddle about the Elfstones.
Magic rocks.
Magic rocks? That is not a proper riddle.
I want to sing and dance.
On what grounds is the riddle improper, Prince Ander?
The rules clearly state that the answer to the riddle can be found in this immediate area. There are no
Welcome to Subversion.
any
Im
sort in this
IGAR
region.
test joined
But
the
my lord,
Ponteon.
If the
9
riddle
lives.
is unanswerable,
Meow.
the
Im
contest is
IGAR
forfeit.
pop, im IGAR
Thus,
pop,
the
im
elf
IGAR
folk
pop.
now win by default.
Not low.
Do not
Hey,
waste my
Mikat, welcome
time,
in, and
troll.
thank you very
Your
much for the
people have
resub.
lost the challenge
9
of
months,
champions.
woo!
Show, Davio.
To what is that troll referring, Davio?
To these, my lord. Telesic refers to the elf stones of Arbalon.
Davio holds the stone out to show Ender and the elven.
Ha! Elves lose by own rules. Trolls win challenge.
I fear, my lords, that the Troll King is correct. The trolls win the challenge by default.
Trolls win! Trolls win! The elven armies shall return to their homelands. This land shall be given to the trolls. Throw down weapons! Give up! We are not fools, Troll King. Your treachery will not prevail, and the elves are not defenseless. Then trolls will fight, and elves die.
Excuse me, sirs.
Eventide danger.
Troll King, look out!
Well, the question is whether these are actual things or if they are the monsters in disguise.
Meow, meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Down. Kitty's gonna spend the night outside. Kitty on my foot and I won't touch it. Kitty on my foot and I won't touch it. Kitty on my foot and I won't touch it.
Meow,
Yep.
meow,
Okay,
meow,
good.
meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, I must not have hurt this troll for him to have turned into a thing. Kitty on my foot and I won't touch it. Kitty on my foot and I want to touch it. Touch it. Wanna touch it. Wanna touch it. Wanna touch it. Kitty, 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 touch it. Kitty, 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 touch it. Kitty on my foot and I want to touch it. Meow, 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 meow. Whoosha! Whoosha! Apparently I suck. Oops. Well, hopefully these guys can handle themselves. I don't think I'm dead, per se. I think I'm just not in
My
combat.
sincere thanks, Jack, Telsec, and Davia. It seems the greatest treachery is that of the Warlock Lord. Those Brona's monsters? Warlock Lord almost killed Troll King. Brona will pay.
Brona enemy. Elf ally.
Not kill elf scum? Lousy fight anyway. Brona's monsters make good fight. The armies of Arbelan shall return to our homelands to prepare for our attack upon the forces of the Warlock Lord. There is now a formal truce between the Trolls and the Elves, assuming the Troll King accepts this offer. You go home, we claim land. Sounds fair. We fight Brona's monsters. Sounds fun. The Elven armies leave at dawn. Good. We go camp now. Trolls rule! Warlock Lord never use trolls again. Troll King win war. Troll King earn Black Irex.
No. No honor.
Who has more honor than Troll King?
Telsec. Jack.
Telsec much honor. Telsec earn Black Irex.
No! Troll King!
Telsec!
There's a mighty roar of trollish voices, all shouting Telsec's name. The Black Irex is taken from the Troll King and given to Telsec.
Telsec may good Troll King.
No! Troll King me!
Go, Jack.
Telsec is going to face the Warlock Lord and make him pay for trying to trick the trolls.
Good. Telsec go far. Kill Brona for trolls. Very honorable. Or very dead.
What about you, Panemon? Care to join us against Brona?
Princess, it's tempting, I'll tell you. I've faced him once, and I'm not afraid to face him again. Well, not too afraid, anyway. However, I think I'm going to stay right here. Someone's got to help the Troll King learn about honor.
Good. Humans come teach Troll King. Troll King be like Telsec.
Farewell, Telsec. I'm gonna miss your rocky face around here. Jack, I wish you all the luck in the world. You're sure gonna need it. You're the finest group of heroes I ever had the chance to save the world with. Hey, when you see Brona, tell him I said hello.
You say farewell to Panemon and the trolls and return to the elf camp. Davio greets you and you spend the night as honored guests. At the dawn, the Elf King and his younger sons bid you good luck and farewell. You begin your journey towards the dwarf lands of Colhaven. Before you leave the battlefield, Telsec returns Ani's shield, much to the elf's surprise.
Our journey now is to far-off Colhaven. We will need to travel eastward to Janison Pass, then south past the town of Storlock, and on to the Silver River. We can follow along the river until we arrive at the Dwarf City.
I don't remember if this game has the King of the Silver River or not in it. But I wasn't actually paying attention to which direction it told me I was supposed to go. Nope, that's the River Leith. So probably not that way. We got to go down over here. In this world, the King of the Silver River is a magical being that has been around for pretty much ever. Everyone to attack the weakest, except for Davio. You're going to defend. And I'm also going to defend him. And also, without putting too much spoilers in, this world is taking place in the future of our world quite a bit. So you find out that this is actually one of those cases of an apocalypse happening and enough time passing that society is completely reset and you're into what would appear to be a high fantasy setting, but it's really not. It's just a super post-apocalyptic setting. I don't know if that's how Terry Brooks envisioned it when he started, but that was how the way it's ended up going.
Pass.
Ah, yes, we have arrived at Janison Pass across the Charnel Mountains. Once across, we will enter the Rab Plains and pass through Storlock on the way to Coalhaven.
Enough travelogue. Let's get going.
Randall, shut up. Jerk. Maybe I need a reminder of where we're supposed to be going, huh? Think about that. No, you were just grouchy dwarfy yet.
Monsters.
It's an ambush. We're surrounded.
Get
I
the
guess we
elf
better kill him.
now.
Yeah, that guy talked. It's been a day, right? Davio, use the elf stones. That didn't seem to work.
Damn you, girl. When I return, I will have reinforcements.
I don't know if that's actually had me lose or not. So we'll find out.
Davio is unconscious, and the wound is definitely poisoned.
Ah,
He
okay.
needs a healer.
Storlock gnomes are healers. Long way from here, though.
We've got to get him to Storlock quickly.
Tell Secretary.
Elsa picks up the unconscious Davio and you begin your race to Storlock. Party on Janison Pass. Party on Janison Pass.
Drag ongem chucked x 100 bitties.
I don't think I have anything special for biddies. Differing amounts Dragon Jump, but thank you very much. I don't remember which way we're supposed to be going. Is there a larger map? I don't think there is.
Monsters. We can't afford to get into a fight right now. More monsters.
I'm trying to, lady. I just don't know where I'm going. I thought it was supposed to be up north, but
Elf pale.
Davio does look too pale.
I am trying to hurry. Nope. I think I effed up. I think it is north.
Jack, Storlock's supposed to be to the far south. We don't have...
Well, if you'd have told me that before. You probably did. I just probably wasn't paying attention. Who's this?
Hate to tell you this, Jack, but I'm exhausted.
You decide to rest for a while. Shella and Brendel clean Davio's wound and try to make the unconscious elf comfortable. Then you settle down for an uneasy rest. At some point, you start to doze and your mind is filled with strange images. Let me guess, I'm walking down tunnels again? Nope.
The armies of the elves and trolls are gathered on Strelaheim Plain, poised for battle. I am Mostomsford and his party, and have poisoned the elf. He will not be healed. I have made certain of that.
I care nothing for elves. Olmsford must die! You will not fail me this time. I will send an army of monsters to make certain this mortal creature does not escape. Now go!
Yes, my warlock lord.
You awaken suddenly.
Sorry to wake you, Jack, but we gotta go. Davio's getting weaker, and he's deathly cold.
Party on, wilderness. We traveling.
Elf sick.
He's very cold, and I can't stop the wound from bleeding. Jack, Davio may not make it.
I'll just give him a transfusion.
Red
Across the river.
We're near Storlock.
Yes. I hope it's just down here in the south. It's been a really long time since I've looked at the maps on the in the game.
Jack,
Not in the game, in
Davio's
the
having trouble breathing. He looks as bad as my father did just before we gave him the antidote. He doesn't have much time left.
Let me double check with the walkthrough and make sure I'm not missing something I'm supposed to be doing. It just says go south to Storlock. Okay. Bless you. Whoever sneezed. One of the animals in here just sneezed at me. We'll just keep going south then.
Getting near Storlock.
I only hope we're not too late.
There's Storlock, all right. By the time you reach Storlock, the village of the gnome healers, Davio is deathly pale and barely breathing. Telsic carries Davio through the village as the compassionate and gentle gnomes lead you to the rest center. When Davio is placed on the cot in the main room, the gnomes lead the rest of you to the rooms for the night. You awaken the next morning from a deep and dream-filled sleep. As you rejoin your friends, a gnome motions you to follow and lead you to a murky pond just outside town. Yo, water's dirty. You're at the clear blue lake just south of Storlock. It is said that the lake contains minerals found nowhere else in the Four Lands, and that the healer gnomes of Storlock create many healing salves and potions from its soothing waters. But something is wrong. The waters look green and oily, not blue and clear as you have been led to expect.
Your friend the elf is gravely ill. We have done all we can for him, but it is clearly not enough.
Why? You saved the life of Jack's father when he was dying from poison. Why can't you heal Davio?
The source of all our healing comes from the waters of the Blue Pond. However, as you can see, the waters have become fouled. They can no longer heal.
Elf die?
Without the clean waters of Blue Pond, yes, your friend will die.
So we gotta figure out a way to clear the lake up. Unhealthy sheen. So what happened to the
A
waters?
few weeks back, the stream which feeds the Blue Pond became befouled. We tried to dam the stream, but could not prevent the unclean water from ruining the pond.
Why did Billy get fired from the banana factory? He kept throwing away the bent ones. What have you done to save the waters?
There is nothing we gnomes can do. Unless the source of this pollution is discovered and cleansed, the pond will be utterly ruined, and we will be driven away from Storlock forever.
What's the cause of the contamination?
A mixture of decaying creatures and a strong poison. It is much like that produced by arachnids, but the quantity is astonishing.
Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and come right out and say that there's likely to be spiders coming up. I don't remember clearly. I do remember that large spiders are a thing in this universe, in the game setting. So, if you have any sort of a spider issue, you may not want to watch. What do you want from us?
Unless the Blue Pond is restored quickly, your friend will die. If you and your party can find the cause of the stream's foulness and prevent it from destroying the waters, there is a chance your friend can be saved.
Okay. So,
We can follow the stream and see if we can find the source of the pollution.
no. Nice. Thanks for just taking me on. Hey, what do you know? Oh, right. Yes, a horrible, deadly-looking monster lies at the mouth of a cave. It appears to be injured, and poisonous ichor drains out of its eye into the stream feeding the Blue Lake. So not only is it a spider, but it appears to be like a mechanical or part mechanical spider.
What is that thing?
Bad thing.
Smells bad too, like kerosene.
Like diesel? Uh-huh. With a great deal of horror, you recognize this creature from your father's description as the monster that nearly killed him.
I'll bet this is where the poison's coming from.
You tell the others how the party of Balinor, Hendel, Menion, Shay, your uncle, and the two elves barely managed to drive the creature off.
You can see where the arrows damaged its eye. My father told me about this thing. It's fast, tough, and deadly.
So what'll we do? There's only 4 of us, and I don't want to get this thing angry.
Drop rock.
What are you talking about?
Big rock. Crush monster.
Even you couldn't move that rock.
Use Irix. Make stronger.
Telsec, even if you could move the rock, you can't get near it without the monster seeing you.
Can't use it right now, huh? Alright. You are so weird. One of my dogs is licking the ears of one of my other dogs. So I can't put the helmet on the multi-legged monstrosity's monstrous head, okay? Think of a way to blind it. What we've got. Pour oil on the helmet. Okay. Also, I'm not sure how dropping a rock on this thing and causing it to have even more damage right next to the Blue River is going to help.
We could try blinding it.
I thought it already was blinded.
Sorry, Jack.
Shedla shoots an arrow directly at the creature's head, but it bounces harmlessly off of the monster's oily metallic hide. Alright. Can we... No. Go the other direction. Put oil on the arrows. Pulls an arrow from her quiver, and you pour some oil on it. The oil drips right off. She says you need to make a flaming arrow. You'll have to tie something to it first. I don't think she's going to let me use her kerchief. I don't know if it's going to let me leave to grab something else. You realize that with to leave without killing this monster would doom Davio to a poisonous death.
Crush
We could try.
Unless we can stop it from running away. Sorry, Jack.
Talk to myself. There's no option. Wait, I can take myself? Oh, I see.
I'm not sure what you're up to, but here goes.
You are too sure what we're up to. Don't be daft. Okay.
Okay, Jack. Light it up. One flaming arrow at your service.
She can automatically shoot it.
That does it. Telsec, your turn.
Telsec holds the black iris up in the air. Iryx up in the air. He shimmers for a moment, then grows even larger than before. Telsec runs past the monster, narrowly avoiding the flailing legs and tentacles. He climbs up the sheer bluff and strains against the rock. With a creak, the boulder comes loose and falls. I was a bit delayed on the sound there.
Got it.
Now the odds are a little more even.
Now we're
Watch
fighting,
out!
huh?
Those tentacles are poisonous.
Tentacles? These things? there's any. Use the Irex. Beat it up. So I was reading a review on this game, and it said pretty much that it's a great game as long as you avoid combat as much as possible. Despite your injuries, everyone is elated by the victory. You clean the poisonous mess from the stream bed and return to the gnome camp. It's not a gnome camp. It's a whole city.
Your companion has survived, and we are using the waters of the Blue Pond to heal him. You have saved your friend and the gnomes of Storlock through your actions. We are most grateful.
Your people have saved the life of my father, and I've simply repaid that debt.
Your debt is repaid 1,000-fold.
Mission is to defeat the Warlock Lord.
So the Princess of Lee has informed me. We had heard of rumors of Brana's return. It grieves us greatly to have our suspicions confirmed.
Just camera a little bit here. We need the aid of a gnome to restore the Sword of Shannara.
I am sorry, but the gnomes of Storlock cannot help you in this matter. We are pacifists, unable by our vows to harm or to help harm anyone or anything.
Without the help of a gnome, the Warlock Lord can't be stopped. We need you.
Forgive me, Princess of Lee. Before a gnome of Storlock would break his vows, he would take his own life.
Is there any way you gnomes can help us against the Warlock Lord?
With the help of our less civilized brethren, it is best to remember that their lives are a continual struggle for power. Offer it, and you may enlist a temporary ally.
She's the Princess of Lee. Her name is Shella Lee.
All are individuals and must be judged as such. For the most part, though, it is the rare gnome that values honor and will not seek an easy advantage.
What do you mean by a struggle?
Only the strongest or most treacherous are respected in gnomish society. Of course, every gnome wants to kill the most powerful, but the gnomes greatly respect and admire such leaders.
What kind of power can we offer a gnome?
There are 2 items of gnomish magic. One is the magical torque, and the other is the Helm of Command.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I picked that helmet up, huh? What can you tell me about the magical torque?
It allows the wearer to cast a spell of fire that will burn an object or a person. The more powerful the user, the more powerful the spell.
Who has the magical torque?
The torque is usually worn by the High Shaman, the spiritual leader of all the tribes. Soon, the gnome tribes will gather for their annual pilgrimage to the mountains of Rune, to the southwest. The shaman will surely be there.
Southwest, okay.
It
What's the
allows
Helm of
the
Command?
wearer to speak words of command that gnomes cannot help but obey. It is extremely powerful and dangerous.
Where can we find the Helm of Command? And I bet you it's going to be a response of, oh, well, we lost it in the war with the trolls in the past.
It has been lost to the gnomes for generations. It was buried in the Hall of Kings with the greatest gnome leader of all time.
Looks over the helmet but says nothing, huh? Okay. I'm pretty sure that is going to end up being the helm of command, but we'll see. Southwest. North, south, east, west. Okay. Something about the run. Da-boo-dee-da-boo-da. Da-boo-dee-da-boo-da. That's a lot of people. That would be interesting. Let's see. Assuming I can go back to Storlock and still talk to him. Yeah, I guess it didn't say that it had to be a... Is it not going to let me go back into Storlock? Nope. Well, guess I can't try that.
Coalhaven is quite a ways to the east of here.
Is that where we're going now? Is Coalhaven? Go working on the gnomes. Gee. Wonder what's going on here. You have been driven to the edge of the Silver River. The water flows too swiftly to cross here. You turn to the west, only to see a troop of monsters heading toward you. Glancing around, you see the ones come from behind. What? You're surrounded on three sides by an army of monsters with your backs to the rushing river. Suddenly, the monsters stop and one of the creatures steps forward.
I have come to destroy you, as I promised.
I still live, servant of Brona,
Wait.
despite your attempt to poison me. I yet hold the elf stones.
This time, we'll defeat you, Shifter.
Do not think I will be so foolish as to face you alone. My army will crush you all.
Hate to say this, Jack, but we are a bit outnumbered.
Fight.
We can't stand against all those monsters.
I fear, Princess Shella, that we will indeed be defeated, though I, for one, will fight to the last.
Good fight.
Fight to the last.
Yes, Tilsic, it will be a good fight. I will be proud to die with such companions, even if one is a troll.
Jack, no matter what happens, I'm glad to be here with you at my side.
Attack! Kill them all!
Oh no, it's Deus Ex Machina.
Do not be afraid, Jack Omsford. I am the king of the Silver River.
Guess that answers that question.
I am taking you and your friends to safety. However, your journey has far to go, and there is much danger. Heed now my words, Jack. On your path lies deceit, betrayal, and death. You will lose something that you love dearly, or everything you have done will become a lie. Be wary and choose your way
You talk too fast.
The Sword of Shannara is the mirror of inner truth. To wield its power, you must confront everything you have done and see it as it truly is. You are the only one who can face Brana with the Sword of Shannara. But can you face yourself first? I will give you a gift to aid you on the journey.
Use it upon the waters when you need to control the power of the Silver River. Farewell, Jack, and good luck.
All right. Thanks, dude. So the King of the Silver River has been alive for as long as there has been existence. You awaken to find that you and your friends are just outside the town of Coalhaven. You have no idea how long you were unconscious.
What happened?
Strange dream.
I had the strangest dream, too. I was told that one day I must choose between love and life. How weird.
I believe we were rescued by the legendary King of the Silver River. His domain is the Silver River, and he is noted for protecting it. He is seldom seen, but we now owe our lives to him.
That is. When we come back here, the dwarf that's over here just looks so frickin' cheeky. As Brenda leads you towards the dwarf village of Coalhaven, you are viewed with suspicion and distrust. The guards have their weapons ready even as Brendel greets them. They accompany your group to the large hall at the center of the town and into the council room.
Who are these creatures who invade our village? Why have you led these outsiders here, Brendel?
This is Jack, son of Shay Omsford, Princess Shella, daughter of King Menyon of Lee, Davio, scholar to King Eventine, and Telsec, bearer of the Black Iryx. That good enough for you? I've returned with Hendel's mace, and we've come to get the Hammer of Power.
No! No one may take the Hammer of Power from Coalhaven!
Look, the Warlock Lord is back, and the Sword of Shannara is broken. If Jack doesn't get the Hammer of Power, Brona's going to destroy the world totally this time, because there isn't any other way to stop him.
That may be what you were told, but the Hammer of Power remains in Coalhaven. The outsiders will leave the city in the morning.
Okay. King Balamar was to send word that we needed the hammer.
His
Hey,
messenger
Mac,
made
welcome
no
in.
mention of you or those creatures that follow you.
Watch it. These creatures are my friends.
The Hammer of Power will remain to protect our city.
Dollar store M&M
Outsiders may
Rampage.
remain
Nice.
for the night in Coalhaven.
The party is sullenly fed and grudgingly led to a place to spend the night.
Don't know what's going
I'm
on.
having a
but
pretty
it's
good week,
not
yes,
right.
thank you.
Sorry for the way my people are treating you.
It's all right, Brendel. I'm sure Jack will straighten things out tomorrow.
Early the next morning, you are awakened by guards pounding on your door. The party is escorted back to the council hall by a crowd of angry
Give
dwarves.
us the Hammer of Power immediately.
What are you talking about?
Those thieves you're traveling with have stolen the Hammer of Power.
We did not. We're not thieves.
The hammer had to be stolen by outsiders. No dwarf would even dream of such a foul act. If the Hammer of Power isn't found by sundown, you will all be sent to the dwarven mines. Guards, escort the prisoners to the stockade.
How are we supposed to find the hammer if we're locked up?
Very well. Brendel will be free within the confines of the Great Hall to recover and return the hammer.
If my friends are locked up, so am I. The man to find the hammer is our leader, Jack.
Guards, take the thieves away.
Leader Jack. Your friends are led away by the town guards, who seem particularly nervous around Telsec.
Who will watch over this Jack and make certain he will not escape?
I'll do it. He looks trustworthy enough for a thief and an outsider.
Very well, Killy. You will be responsible for the prisoner. Jack, you may search the Great Hall of Coalhaven for the Hammer of Power. If you do not find it by dark, you will join your companions and the traitorous dwarf in the mines. Do I make myself clear?
See, this was the jerk that I was talking about. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy, but hey, really? His name's just Leader? What do you know about the theft?
I'm the one who discovered it was missing as I patrolled the Great Hall.
Open your eye more clearly. I need to make sure you've got both of them. Hey, Bumfluff, welcome in. How early in the morning is it for you over there? Or is it late at night? Did you see anyone around the area before you discovered the hammer was missing?
I saw only the guards who watched the building.
His name's Justin Bieber. Nice. That actually works. Nice. How many entrances are there to the Great Hall?
Only the double doors in the front of the building.
Nice. Getting a good amount of sleep is always a good thing. Or good sleep. I guess it doesn't have to be a good amount, but an amount of good sleep. Haha. I need to see where the hammer was stolen.
You'll have to go to the main hall.
The imposing throne seems to have carved from a solid block of warm golden marble. Intricate carvings depict what are probably major characters in Dwarvish legends or history. What? Why do I have magic dust? Oh, okay. That was the thing about controlling the Silver River. Got it. Wonder. I'll pour some of the Silver River on the helmet. Okay. It doesn't look like I can wear the helmet. Sultana Bran and a... You know, I don't know if I've ever had sultanas. Those are the... like raisins or like... what's the word I'm looking for? Currant, right? Yeah. I don't know if I've ever actually had any or not. I may have had them and they're just called something slightly different in America. But I do like bran and I do like fruit, so. Okay. When did you discover the hammer was missing?
Early this morning, as the watches were changed, we were suspicious of your party and kept extra guards. No one was seen entering or leaving.
Mm-hmm. Where's the hammer usually kept?
It is kept in the weapons room in the Great Hall.
How do you think we stole the hammer?
I do not know, but you will tell us when you return it.
The Warlock Lord has got to be the cause of this
We
disappearance.
believe this. We believe the Warlock Lord sent you here.
I mean, that's not the worst suspicion I've ever heard. At least it's an actual suspicion instead of just some crazy racist suspicion, like some of the other people have had. Two immense pillars rise to the ceiling here. They are of the same coffee-hued marble as the leader's throne. Oh, I forgot to have my coffee today. Albeit slightly more variegated, and are adorned with fearsome visages and scenes of historic dwarven battles. Okay, so let's go look at the other room. Assuming he's not going to yell at me for trying to leave the room.
The main hall. Your companions are being held in the room off to your right. Up ahead is the room where the Hammer of Power is kept.
Steins, huh? The beer stein is in immaculate condition. Every drop has been drained from it. These dwarves obviously take their drinking seriously. They all say the same thing? Looks like it. Hey, Pureblood Gamer. Enjoy your lurk. I am doing pretty well. I hope you're having a good day at work. As good a day as you can. Crossed axes and pikes and shields are hung here. Particular weapons are more for show than for actual use. The dwarves each have their own weapons, which they tend with utmost care. That's where my friends are being held. Got more steins. Beer steins are neatly arranged in perfect order on the shelves. Every one of them is polished and in perfect condition. There seems to be slightly more empty space on the shelves than the steins on the table would fill. You deduce that one stein is missing. Dun dun dun! You're not sure what manner of beast possessed such a formidable skull, but whatever it was, you're glad to not have been the one who fought it. You spot a few small shards that look like pottery. However, there is no sign of the broken object they came from. All right, so the stein that was in here got smashed. Let's take them. You bend and pick up the pieces of pottery, but then it occurs to you that the placement of the pottery might be a clue to the whereabouts of the Hammer of Power. You decide not to move them until the case is solved. Okay. And I take these steins. You lift the stein, prompting Keeley to walk over, wrench the stein from your grasp, and plunk it back down on the table. There was nothing in nor underneath the stein. Unlike the steins in the cupboard, though, these steins seem not to have any covers. I didn't even notice that the ones in there had covers. Okay. Where are the covers of these supposed to be? Don't tell me that's what they use for helmets. Hey, what are you doing down there? What do you know about the theft of the Hammer of Power?
Just that you people must be pretty clever to have stolen it from under the eyes of our guard.
Jack's Omsford, and I swear that we're innocent. This is going to go over well.
Omsford, you say? Perhaps you do tell the truth.
Okay, that's actually a better response than I was expecting. Hey, have a good one, Havoc. Thanks for dropping by. Have there been any strangers around here recently?
Was the messenger from King Balinor, and he died soon after arriving.
Sir, why did you chuckle like that? Did you talk to the messenger?
He was dying at the time, and he didn't have much to say, except to guard the hammer.
Hey, how come there's not an option to say, hey, did he only have one eye?
That wasn't the message we heard.
What happened to the messenger and his party?
What happened to them? Monsters set an ambush, and they walked right into it.
Sir, you're very suspiciously chuckling at a lot of things that you should not be chuckling at.
It's right through the door ahead of you.
Doors are thick and oaken with massive hinges and latches. They look as if they're centuries old and will last centuries more. Okay. This is the room where the Hammer of Power is customarily enshrined. It seems to have vanished, however, with only an empty plaque left behind.
The Hammer of Power usually rests above the fireplace. Feel free to look around, but don't take anything else.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't know if he's being disingenuous or if that's just the way he is, because the last time we ran into somebody and I was like, oh, he's obviously the bad guy. That was Davio, and he's in our party now. So, according to Keeley, this is where the Hammer of Power is supposed to be enshrined. A sign along the bottom announces this fact. At the moment, the plaque is empty. See, I would have thought that this was the plaque and this was like holder, but I guess the whole thing could be a plaque. Take the plaque. Mounted firmly on the stone wall. You're not sure how that was accomplished, as you see no nails. But that seems of little consequence right now. Or is it? Why is there a hole? There's a small hole in the stone. Looking inside, you can see that a metallic collar where some kind of handle might fit. Found a few small piles of soot that seem to have fallen from the chimney recently. Can I take? No. Okay. Large ornate fireplace looks just the thing for these cold mountain winters. Loose ashes near the fireplace suggest that it has been used recently. Armor. Shield. Heavy metal helms are hung on the wall, similar to the one worn by the guard back in the dwarf hall. A very heavy, fairly comfortable looking chair. The chair is reasonably clean except for a gray dust streak on the seat. Since the rest of the room is very neat, you surmise that the gray powder got there recently. Okay. Push it. You push the chair towards the fireplace. The tracks it makes match exactly the tracks that are already there. As you move the chair back to its original spot, you deduce that someone short must have moved the chair and stood on it to steal the hammer. Okay. Gotta figure out a way to trigger whatever that is in the hole. Keely, what do you got to say? When did you notice the hammer was missing?
When I was here on my guard rounds this morning.
Could a person get in here through the chimney?
Not through this chimney. The flue's been closed since they took the handle off.
Mm-hmm. Why was the flue handle removed?
It got broken.
How long has the flue been closed?
Long as I can remember.
Did you open the flue without the handle?
Not that I know of.
That plaque is out of reach for most people.
Not too high for a troll, though. Maybe he's the guilty one.
What is this place?
It is where all the weapons of Cullhaven are stored.
Shields aren't weapons. Dwarven shields are mounted here probably for easy access. They're battered and old looking, but still completely serviceable. Probably can't take the fireplace. You would need a house to put it in, and you don't have one handy. Well, you know. Will it let me go in here and see my friends? Guard won't let you enter the room, however, he will allow you to speak through the door. This is the room where your party is being held captive. A dwarf guard watches suspiciously. Bars prevent your entrance into the room, although you can talk with your friends from here. Hey look, it's a stein. From this distance it looks fine, except for the broken handle. Hotel stick in the sign? Okay.
Telsec Way.
Chushella. I don't remember seeing that broken stein there. Please get it for me. Okay. It seems heavier than it should. It smells kind of gamey, no doubt the legacy of Grog's past. Open it. You open the stein and discover something inside. It is a soot-stained red sash. Okay. Bone barrel sits by the wall. You ask Telsic to look inside the barrel for you. He tips it over and peers in. The barrel is empty. He replaces the barrel with undisguised disappointment. Hollow has been built into the wall here to serve as a shelf. The same thing over here. Yep, okay. Alright, so have we seen anybody with a red sash on? One of the sashes worn by the Dwarven guards is badly smudged with gray soot. Okay. Feeling the dwarf leader's right-hand man has a calculating, callous manner that you find vaguely disturbing. Something about his attire has changed from last night, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is. Oh gee, I wonder.
We've looked around, Tobin, but we've seen no sign of the Hammer of Power.
You have until nightfall to find it.
The leader of the dwarves stares at you suspiciously, not looking at the sash at all. I'm pretty sure Keely was wearing a sash last night, yes. Everybody else seems to be wearing a sash except him.
Do not disturb me by speaking.
Okay.
It's right.
Alright, so what's down here? Nope, they won't let me go that way. Okay. So, okay, can't put the stein in there. Wonder. Keely looks startled and reaches eagerly for the stein. Curious about his reaction, you pull it back before he can take it. Break the stein? No. Drink? It's empty? Okay. Well, let me try showing the sash to him. Is this your missing sash?
My sash? How did it get in there?
You hit the sash so no one would notice the soot.
Why would I do that? I have nothing to hide.
You hit the hammer of power. It's great that I'm doing this in a room where nobody else except me and him are. You hit the hammer of power and blamed us for the theft.
So? I guess that means I'll just have to kill you. Pity about this. After I kill you, I'll have to return to Brona for new orders.
Yeah, I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have any special items that I think that I can use. You hear a crash as the lock of the guard's room door gives way and Telsic joins the battle.
Help, Jack.
Thanks, Telsec. Yeah, we're not sure exactly what kind of monsters these are supposed to be, just that they're quote-unquote monsters.
Forgive us for treating you with suspicion. I still don't understand what happened here.
Apparently, Keeley was an agent at the Warlock Lord. Keeley stole the Hammer of Power, knowing you would blame us. Keeley must have stolen the hammer as he was walking his rounds as a guard. Well, let's start with the top one and see what happens.
Brona used magic to make him appear as a dwarf.
Alright. Keeley stole the Hammer of Power, knowing you'd blame us.
It's our mistake to accept Keeley as one of our own kind.
And he must have stolen the hammer while he was walking his rounds as a guard.
When he came running out of the room shouting that the Hammer of Power was missing, who would have suspected that he was the thief? But what has happened to the Hammer of Power?
Jack must know where it is.
We'll go get it.
Yeah, jack me off. Well, where does this backpack come from? Alright. And then we'll put the handle in the hole. Push the handle. When you open the flue, there's a loud clang as the Hammer of Power falls from its hiding place in the chimney.
Yes, you did it.
Great! How did you ever figure this out?
The fact that both the flue handle and the Hammer of Power were missing could have been a coincidence, but when you add the stein missing from the Great Hall, it becomes suspicious.
So what really happened?
Obviously, when Brona's man stole the hammer, he was in a hurry. He hid the hammer up the chimney and stole the flue handle so it couldn't be found right away. At some point, he realized his hands were covered with soot, so he wiped them on his sash. Now his sash was sooty, so he had to conceal it as well. He picked up a stein in which to hide the sash, then dropped it. I postulate that another guard was approaching, so he stashed the stein in the stockade. Then he sounded the alert that the hammer was missing. The dwarves naturally blamed us.
Let's go prove our innocence once and for all. Here's the Hammer of Power. Now do you believe us?
I am sorry I ever doubted you, Brendel, or your companions.
Now can we take the hammer and give back to destroying Brona?
I fear it is too late, Brendel. Brana's armies are camped north of the Silver River. They are building a bridge and will be in Cullhaven in a matter of hours.
Don't worry about it.
Guards will guide you to where you can see the situation for yourselves. Cullhaven will soon be at war.
That's cool, man.
They're almost across.
So much for Cullhaven.
Monsters make terrible engineers, really. It would not take much force to collapse that bridge.
No.
Don't worry, Brendel. We'll save Cullhaven yet.
Bunch of foolish dwarves. Somebody's got to.
Invoke the magic dust on the river. What? Okay. Let me leave. You follow the path upstream to a large pond.
Will this place do?
This will do very well indeed. We can stack some logs behind the beaver dam, then release them all at once. Perhaps that will produce enough momentum to break the bridge.
What are the odds?
Judging the speed of the river right now, I'm not at all that confident of the plan.
Okay.
Telsec, let me show you how.
Fast learner.
Let's get dangerous.
I believe I could, friend Jack.
Everyone sets off on their jobs. It takes several hours, but at last you have what looks like large enough logs to break up the bridge. As you start to pour the dust into the pond, you feel a swirl of magic resonate through you. You smell spring rain, feel the surge of wind-driven waves, and hear the roar of a waterfall as the dust first trickles, then flows like silver water from the pouch. Whoa, boy.
How wondrous!
The water's rising, but it's not going over the dam.
Break dam.
Here's the dam. Invoke the elf stones on the dam.
Oh, yes, sorry, I was distracted by your magic. Let me see if I can release the power of your waters.
Everybody's about to get moist. Moist.
That's it. The logs are on their way.
Let's see what happens.
As the logs rush down the stream, you cut cross country to get to the monster's bridge before they arrive.
We did it! Perfect timing, too. Most of the army was on the bridge at the time.
Dwarves down there are in trouble, though. Too many monsters on this side.
It is worse than that, friend Brendel. The main mooring lines across the river are still intact. They can quickly repair the damage now that they've secured both ends.
Break lines.
Let's see. Where's the best place to break
We need to reach the section on this side of the river and cut the lines to the other section. Once they're cut, the bridge cannot be repaired, only replaced.
Dangerous, but we can handle it.
We can handle anything, can't we, Jack?
You lead your party into the center of the fray, working your way forward towards the remaining section of the bridge. We have to fight? Yeah, we're gonna have to fight. Davio, defend yourself. You're Peasley Measley. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to get to a good time to save. It's okay if I go a little bit longer. Darkwing Duck. Let's get strangerous. You know, I don't know if it's appropriate for me to be making dad jokes because I'm not a dad. So I guess it's just a bunch of faux pas.
Get out.
Just as the fight on the bridge ends, Brendel cuts the guy ropes, and the section your party is standing on breaks away.
Wow,
Okay.
This certainly is a wild river ride. Wonder where we will end up.
Bottom of the river, more than likely.
Wrath. Bad.
Ropes are starting to go. Don't know how much longer they'll last.
Monsters are not noted for their construction values. We are very lucky we've come as far as we did.
We could swim for it.
Can't swim.
I fear that I cannot swim either.
Great. Well, Jack and I could swim holding the two of you. What about you, Telsic? You can swim, can't you?
No. Swim.
Well, so much for that idea. Let's hope this raft bridge comes near the shore before it falls apart.
Also, the line from Telsic saying, "Raft bad," really reminded me of the Napster bad video from
The raft
or
is
animation.
going.
You yell at your friends to hang on to the biggest log of the raft. With a sudden jolt, the raft collapses and you are all thrown into the raging waters. The icy river shocks you as you plunge deeply into the swirling waters. Fighting your way to the surface, you gasp desperately for air as you are pulled back under the white water. Again, you struggle to the top of the water. You try to shout for your companions, but your voice is drowned out by the roaring of the waters. You swim wildly against the current, and at last pull yourself upon the shore. Exhausted, you collapse into a restive sleep haunted by dark, disturbing dreams. Oh, this guy again, huh?
Master, I'm sorry, but the king of the Silver River...
Silence! You have tried force, and Olmsford escaped you. Now you must use deceit and subtlety.
You. Hope he turned them into a newt. When you arise it is morning, you pull yourself to your feet and begin searching for your friends.
Jack, you made it!
Shella runs up and grabs you, holding you tightly. She is laughing and crying at the same time as she tries to speak. You can see the rest of your friends rushing towards you.
Told you he'd make it.
Yes, your friends, how they managed to survive the river.
Did what you told us. Held on to the log. Fortunately, Telsec held on to the log and Davio too.
I again owe my life to Telsec.
I did the same as you. Swim to shore. I guess I must have fallen asleep after that. I awoke to the sound of Telsec shouting for us.
Fortunately, our log came to some shallow water, and Telsec pushed us to shore.
Well, we're all together again. After what we've been through, the gnomes should be no problem at all.
North from here, then to the Dragon's Teeth Mountains. They gather there this time of year.
North to the Dragon's Teeth. Come on, the rush is on.